Welcome to SML Total Access, the official podcast of the Sim Madden League. Now, here are your hosts, ZZ the Great and Primetime 000.
Hello and welcome to the SML podcast. This is SML Total Access, back at it again. I'm Primetime 000, and with me, as always, is my trusted co-host, ZZ the Great. What's going on, man?
What's going on, Mr. 16-time champ, Primetime 000? First time you get to say that, man. I know you're feeling good. What's going on, SML?
Oh, it's great. A great feeling to be a 16-time champion. Did you have a chance to watch the game?
Oh, man. It was, I had to go back and watch it because I was working at my mom's house. So I was back and forth during that time, but then I had to go back and really just like watch the game, and it was excellent. How does it feel to be a 16-time champion, first of all? Is that a special number?
Yeah, man. Well, the number itself, 15, 16, at that point it doesn't matter, but it's everything that goes behind that championship is what makes this one sweet. It feels like the past few, there's always a little something extra behind it, and in this case it was beating Sunday. That was the thing about this one.
Yes, with considering the Memorial Day miracle, the setup, everything that led up to this moment, you feel satisfied and you feel like you ended the cycle on a very high note.
Yeah, man. Sunday's a good player, and I think I've said it many times on our show that he is a good player, but he's not quite the player that I think some members made him out to be, and that's not meant to be disrespectful. It's just, his offensive game plan I felt was very, 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 very simple, and I was surprised that he made it that far, actually.
Wow. Okay, so game starts off. I can't remember who had the ball first, but I think you stopped Sunday first, and then with an interception close to the goal line, and then Sunday came back, and he came back and scored on you.
Yeah.
At that point, did you feel like you had to score right after he scored?
Not really, because not really. The thing about it is I felt like I had his offense in check the whole game. Even dating back to the last Super Bowl when I had played him, I kind of knew what he was going to do before he even called it. So, I think that's why.
So one touchdown down, the Memorial Day miracle in the back of your head.
Yeah,
you didn't feel at least a little bit worried.
No, not at all. Not at all. And I remember I got a touchdown and I did tie it back up, and it was towards the end of this,
and punched him back.
And then we got down to the second quarter, we were tied, but then he got this like 40-yard pass interference call or 30-yard pass interference, and that led to him getting a field goal. And then I remember we had our long halftime show that Meets QB, and Polly did a great job on. And
that was excellent.
It was a great show. And I remember I had been kind of calculated most of the game. I just kept telling myself, like, eventually the avalanche is going to come, and then he's not going to know what to do about it, and that's what happened.
Fortunately for you, the avalanche came pretty late in the third quarter, I think. Yeah. You were up like 17-10 or 14-10, and then it went to 17-10, something like that. So at that point, once the avalanche started and the game turned around, I'm guessing, since you wasn't worried at first, you were feeling pretty confident.
I was feeling confident, and then it was a 7-point lead late, and he was driving down, and I had a feeling he was not going to score to tie it up. I was ready to go down the field if I had to, but I just had a feeling he wasn't going to get in the end zone because I hadn't let up the big play quite yet, and he threw a pick six. And then everybody was, I re-listened to the broadcast, and everyone mentioned the Memorial Day miracle, and that actually did go through my head. Then I was like, well, it'd be pretty funny if he if he gets
if he actually pulls this off and turns it around.
Yeah, I kind of laughed. Yeah. I laughed about it, and then he threw an interception, and then I had a run play, and I think I just put the dagger in his heart at that point.
At that point, it was pretty much over.
So
congratulations, man. That was a big win. The game, I think, was turned out the way most predicted. I think they had a poll up before that. Everybody kind of expected that you would win, considering he had to win off a miracle, off the Memorial Miracle. And I think you do you feel that you squashed that, whether Sunday is better than you?
Yeah, I think I do. It's unfortunate that the Memorial Day Miracle happened for me anyway. You know, it's a great SML play, but I feel that you know, I played him well enough in that game to where people thought I deserved that game. And then this game, once again, even though I feel like Madden kind of assisted him more than me in this Super Bowl, I still made it clear that I deserved to win, and then I did win. So I feel now there's no question.
Now, let me be clear. There is Sunday's not here to defend himself, so we're gonna assume he might have, you know, different views of everything.
Yeah.
So, and Sunday's a great player. He's been a champion in a lot of different parts of the SML family during the primer, the first turn. I mean, during the tournaments, and then coming to the SML, making a big splash. So, congratulations to Sunday. I think he did a great job. We're not going to take anything from him, and he's not here to defend himself. But hey, man, I got the GOAT here, 16-time champ. It's the interview everybody kind of wanted to hear. But now that we're done talking about the GOAT, let's go right into some SML players.
Yeah.
We're gonna run through the teams real quick. We're gonna hit on everybody real fast, all the guys in the SML, what we think about them real quick, and try to get this over with.
Yeah. So basically, what we're gonna do here, Meat's put together a list of records. So I'm just gonna shoot down this record list here, and
congrats. And Meats does a fantastic job with this kind of stuff, man. He helps us out a lot.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go off the regular season records, and then real quick we'll get your maybe a sentence or two on each player. And so Sunday squad 65-9, a great regular season record. Is there anything we need to say about him or?
Yeah, Sunday squad, man. What can we say? He's at the top of the spot, 65-9. That's a hell of a winning percentage. If we're talking about winning percentages, not all-time wins. Of course.
That's winning percentage.
But that's a hell of a winning percentage, man. And I mean, what can we say? Just a great performance by a very, very hard to beat Madden player.
Up next is Dan He, 36-7. You know, he came to the league. He had big shoes to fill from Gov, and I think he exceeded expectations over there. Didn't quite get over the Sunday hump. I think that was his Achilles heel. And then he had a loss to NYT in an NFC Championship game. So some playoff struggles, but a very solid player, and I think a bright future.
Yes. Then we got are we gonna go off Oshie? Oshie played a big part in this cycle, man.
Yeah.
So he finished 82-16 with the Bears, and at the same time we kind of have to talk about Tupacalypse.
Yeah, exactly.
What did you what did you think about Oshie? And you know, he's not with us anymore, but I know he still listens, follows the league.
Yeah, man. Know? Oshie, great player. I beat him twice in the Super Bowl this cycle. That user is deadly. That's what everyone says. Just he'll get you time and time again, and you know what's coming, and he still does it. Great player. Moving on to Meats, 115-29, the quote unquote regular season warrior. I got the Meats, man. Another cycle down. Another super strong regular season. And actually, I think the most regular season wins out of anybody is I got the Meats. And still no Super Bowl appearance or win. Yeah,
well, I mean, I don't know if we can take that stigma off his back, the folding chair stigma. But Meats, I mean, he's just gotten better and better. And he's just a great player. I mean, but other than the folding chair thing in the playoffs, I was looking at the playoff stats he had released. Meats lost 9 playoff games this year.
Yeah.
I think that was most out of everybody. Yeah. I don't think anybody else lost any more than me. Meats, I'm not poking at you, brother, but I'm just pointing out a little fun fact that the reason why the folding chair stigma exists.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 9 losses is a lot of losses in the playoffs. I wish I had 1.
Yeah, no, it's great job being there, you know, every season, but yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, but going after Meats, of course, you got your boy Prime. has a winning percentage of .771. He won 111 games and lost only 23. I think that's pretty damn good.
Yeah, not too
for
bad.
a 16-time champ.
Not too bad. Then we got QB stud, 73 and 23. He came to the league, I think, season 3, and he's been a constant guy, good content creator, and great player. He won 2 Simbardis, and in my opinion, the second best player in the SML right now.
Yes. QB stud is a great contributor and a fantastic Madden player. I think one of the best overall players.
Yes.
As far as he doesn't do anything in particular, he just plays the game. And then, of course, my boy Future. He was the all-time winningest guy in the league. He this year he had 103 games won, 40 losses. His ratio is pretty high. That puts him at the top 7.
Yeah.
So Future had a great year, man. I mean, we can't say Future didn't have a great year. He didn't have a great playoff year, but he had a great year, as he always does.
Yeah, he had a great year. He had some struggles, especially towards the end of the cycle. He kind of fell by the wayside. I think got burnt out on Madden, but I expect him to bounce back strong for Madden 21. I think he had the cycle that we expected he would. Still one of the top guys in the league. We have Gamepad and Gov next, and Corey Keeps and Haas, all guys.
Yeah, Did you group all those guys together, Meats?
So these guys are all solid players. Obviously, Gov had won a championship. Gamepad was a playoff guy. Corey Keeps made the playoffs once or twice. Haas, a good player. Those guys are no longer with us. So then we have Dumpahanis, 97 and 47. I think this was a guy who, about 2 or 3 seasons in, we really thought this guy was going to take the league by storm. He just didn't quite put it all together and win a Simbardi trophy, but still a great player.
Yes, Dump was really solid. At first, I remember when Dump first came in, he just progressively got better and better and better. But at the same time, I think he's number 2 in playoff losses. I think he went 7-7. He had like a 500 ratio. Dump is one of those players that he's like he's another, to me, compared to Future. And like I've always said, Dump is one of the best passers in the league. Mm-hmm. And he just can't get over that one hump that gets him to the big games and gets him over the big games, so. But Dump is also a great player.
Yep, and then we have Royce, 94 and 50. Royce, very solid player. He made the Super Bowl once, nearly won the frickin' thing. Royce has been a long-time SML member and a guy who had some good playoff wins and some horrible playoff showings. We expect him to have a strong showing in Madden 21. A great content creator, and I think he exceeded expectations this cycle.
Yes. Royce's participation, level of content that he created, and then the gameplay and just surprising people with Super Bowls out of nowhere. Royce is a very unexpected player. We got your boy Conk. R.I.P. Conk, everybody. We're just gonna pull out a little liquor for Conk and then move right on over to Grams. Grams is another great long-time SML OG. He's been here for a while. His ratio is at a .62. We're rounded up to .63. Grams won a lot of games. Grams had some struggles this year, though. I think Madden 20 didn't agree with Grams.
Yeah, Grams, he had a solid regular season record. Out of everybody with a playoff win, Grams has the worst winning percentage in the playoffs, 1-6. That's 1-6. That's very bad. That's atrocious. I expect him to made it. At least he made it, 7.
I wish I was you, Grams.
Yeah, I say that it's atrocious, and he would agree with me, so I can say that. But a lot of those games were close. The ball bounces the wrong way or the right way, and then all of a sudden this guy is in the Super Bowl potentially. So I expect him to have a good, strong bounce back. Just wasn't his Madden. I think you said it perfectly. Didn't agree with him. Up next, Null Overlord. 78 and 49. This was a guy that I think came out of nowhere as well, and he nearly frickin' went to the Super Bowl a few times.
Considering the guy fell through the roof and was out for a few weeks. We actually replaced Noel with a temporary member because the guy was actually injured. And to be this high in the rankings and to have a winning percentage like he did, even though he didn't place part of the season, and I think Noel is one of the most underrated in the league. And I'm not just saying that because it's the NFC South. NFC South?
Yes. No Overlord dominating through the NFC South. Great player.
He did.
Moving on to Coach Pauly. This is a guy that everybody likes to laugh around, joke about. He tells you the truth, plug for his podcast. But Pauly, listen, man, this guy got better as he progressed throughout the SML. He was #1 seed in his final season with a very average Vikings team. I think that Pauly is somebody who kind of surprised some people and somebody who can do some damage in Madden 21 with his team from the start. That's what he's been saying. I want a team from the start. So look out for Coach Pauly.
Yes. Pauly's my man. Pauly puts out great content, man. Whatever you think about the truth or whatever you think about Pauly, man, he's doing it to help out the SML. Yep. We're just trying to be entertaining. So don't nobody take anything personal that Pauly says, man. He's he's just in it for the entertainment, just like us.
Yeah, Pauly's
a great guy.
Sorry.
Yeah, no. And guys, remember, we're just doing this off of winning percentages. We are not going in any particular order. We're just going off the percentage of games that you actually won.
Yes. And Mad Bomber, 14-9. Basically a 60% win percentage. Here's a guy who he's relatively new in the SML. He does a great job streaming. I think he's going to be an asset for years to come. And listen, he's a sim baller, and I played him in a close game. You know, this once again a Steelers team that wasn't his team. He picked it up, he rolled with it, and he played pretty solid in a tough division with Woods and Meats. So that's another guy who is a good player.
Yeah, that's a guy you're gonna have to keep your eye on, Mad Bomber. And he also has a great presentation with his stream, so check out the Bomber.
Up next.
And then next we got the guy that's voted most liked in the SML, and that's Woods. Woods is a great guy in general, man, and he came out with winning 84 games to 60s. He's an SML OG. He had a winning percentage above 500. He was 0.58. Winning 58% of his games. I think Woods did pretty well with the Browns, considering he started off with the Browns. He had some great talent there, and I think we had more expectations for Woods this season, along with the next guy that we're going to talk about. But Woods is just a great all-around owner in the SML.
Yeah, Woods is a member that you want to have in your league. If you could have 32 Woodses, you're in a good spot.
Yes, Woodses.
But
have a forest.
Yes, if we could have a forest of Woods, that'd be a good thing. The thing about him is, I'm just gonna say it. I don't think he met expectations. I think he would say the same thing. That Browns team was built for long-term success and short-term. Yes. They had the pass rushers. Their defensive backs weren't bad. They had the quarterback, the running back, the receivers. It was a tough division with Meats in there, and he just didn't quite blow up like we thought he would. And that's all right. He was still a solid player that you did not want to face. He just didn't hit that elite tier that I expected. So. Yes. And maybe I had my expectations too high.
It could be.
I thought he was gonna be a top 5 player. So
and Woods could be top 5, man. We just don't know. Sometimes it just depends on the team. Some teams just don't fit certain people, which leads us right into the next guy, which is Lawyer Killer, which has always been. I think in chat they were just discussing how Lawyer Killer used to be the baby goat. He was that guy at one point. Lawyer Killer has made, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 4 Super Bowls.
Yeah,
and he's won 1, right?
He's won. He beat me. He's probably made more like 5 or 6 Super Bowls actually. And
wow.
So he was my punching bag for a while. I think I won 1 or 2 against him. Lawyer, this cycle with the Packers, he was inconsistent. We saw some flashes of greatness, and we saw some, just not so well. And then didn't make the playoffs.
And like I was saying before, and how I led into it, I think it might have had something to do with the team thing. I don't think Lawyer was expecting, which leads into our next guy, was expecting NYT to take the Falcons before he picked Green Bay.
Yeah. NYT came in then regular season 66-78, so a losing record. He's our first guy with a losing
Under 500
record, under
guys.
500, and NYT was so weird the first 3 quarters of the cycle, and then all of a sudden late he put it all together, made a Super Bowl, and I'm happy that he made that Super Bowl. A longtime member. It was bright lights though, and he took it. He took one by QB, but that's a guy who, once again, a longtime member. I have nothing bad to say. Just hopefully he can continue that momentum in Madden 21.
NYT, the only guy ever, probably will ever, in the SML history to win the Super Bowl with a current losing percentage.
Yeah. Go to the Super Bowl and have a losing. Yeah. So we're gonna skip past John Christman and move on to Spooky World, 65-78. Spooky had a solid 49ers team, nothing too great. I think this is about where I expected him to be. Spooky just kind of hasn't put it all together yet.
Yeah, we're not in spooky season yet, man. We're moving into October. That's usually when spooky is at its best.
Yeah.
So
if there was 12 Octobers in the year, Spooky would be mentioned. So.
Spooky, you would be a champion, brother. So. And then that's leading right into my main man, Mike, man. My other NFC South opponent. Yeah. Mike is what QB describes as the most average person user to ever play in the league. And Mike does everything just Mike-like. He can beat some of the best guys. He can play well with most of the best guys. And the only wins I pretty much win over Mike are close games.
Yeah.
And then sometimes he blows me out.
Yeah.
But Mike is a very good user. He just he's trying to get over that 500 hump like some of the rest of us guys down here.
Yeah, Mike's a lot like Woods, where his record might not always be, 10-2 or something like that halfway through the season, but you're kind of like nervous heading into the game.
No disrespect, Woods.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, no disrespect. It's what I'm trying to say is, even if their record's not good, you still don't want to face them.
I just want to shit on Mike one time. Sorry.
So
couldn't help it.
So anyway, Colt 45 and 2 zigzags. Colt 45 and dubstep or whatever the heck his name is.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty mediocre. Pretty mediocre cycle for him. I think he had some big wins. He had some questionable losses, but overall,
didn't he have a playoff performance?
Yeah, he made the playoffs. I think once or twice.
Once, I think.
Oh wait, I can tell you right now.
Yeah. He
was 1-1 in the playoffs. He beat Pauly. So yeah, he's not bad. Not a bad player. Still not somebody you want to face all the time.
Yes, and then right after that, we got your boy Blunt Burner, one of SML's quietest players. Blunt, man, get your game up in the chat, brother. Yes. Other than that, Blunt Burner is another member that is like, it's always been a great member. He never causes any problems. Just a great guy. He always plays his games.
Yes. And as we pick this,
he just stopped chatting.
Yeah. Blunt Burner, tough player, great run game. Just step it up a little bit. So I'm going to pick up the pace here as we're around 24 minutes. So after Blunt Burner, you got Chris and Kells, another guy who is solid when you play him, AFC West guy. I played some close games against him. Anything to offer on Chris and Kells?
Yeah. Chris is a great guy. He's funny. He's great in chat, and he's a pretty solid player. Just got to get better, Chris. We all do.
Rowan Cook, another guy that kind of same boat as Chris and Kells. A primer guy, came in, had some tough wins, had some tough losses, but I think towards the end of the cycle he got it together. That Bengals team was not a very good team, and he's playing in a division with a lot of superstars.
TT, terrible two-step.
TT, so two-step and Field General both are finished with very similar records. They both, I think, had something to be desired. Two SML OGs that, were at once at the pinnacle of the SML have now kind of faded into mediocrity. Do you think we could see a rebound from both of those guys in Madden 21?
Yeah. Two-Step had a resurgence late at the end of this cycle. Field, on the other hand, I don't know if Field's heart's totally in it yet still, or if that might rebound or, go the other way anytime soon, because Field has the potential, of course. He's just, man, he's out there protecting the streets.
Yes.
And then moving to one of SML's favorite guys, ZZ the Great, ZZ the OK.
Hey, you didn't hit 100 losses, and that's a good thing.
I stayed under 100 losses. Yes. Wow. That's fantastic. But hey, I made the playoffs before. I think it was last cycle. But I'm just that guy. Like Prime said before, I play a lot of games. I mean, I don't know if everybody knows, I just play a lot of games.
Yes.
I've never played Madden other than in the league Madden, which I should. I am going to rededicate myself to Madden this cycle for 21. Yes. If it's just to get the fuck. I'm sorry, excuse me. If it's just to get in front of Mike, if I can just stomp on Mike, that's all I want for next year.
There you go. You got to set your goals, realistic.
Yeah,
goals.
Right.
So
I'm starting low.
So
another dig at Mike.
PJ, Coop, Tiny, Raider, Figs, KJ are all in the same boat of. We don't need to.
Guys, we're not important enough to be talking about under 30 minutes
of broadcast. Oh no!
No, it's just us, man. It's just us, dude.
Wow.
Big KJ, Costa, Gab, Mac, Lee Seals, man, we all suck. Get back.
All right, I'm gonna give one sentence real quick on Coop. Real quick. I mean PJ.
Okay.
PJ. Solid player, just didn't put together a good team, didn't put much effort into team construction. That's probably why your record sucks. Coop, you took some time off, a solid player. I actually think you have potential. Latin Yank, he's new. A solid player. Jets kind of sucked. It takes a while to adjust to the league. Tiny Titan, man, just get out of my division. If that's my best advice to you. Raider fan, what can you do when the game's against you? There's not a whole lot. Fig Newton played in one of the toughest divisions in the SML, playing the Eagles, playing Grams, and then playing Sunday twice a year. What do you expect out of that? KJ slander again, a tough division. Royce. QB stud.
Bad team.
That's the Dolphins, just a bad team. And that's about it. The other guys aren't in the league. So some of those guys, it's a matter of their team and the division they were put in. It's just tough to win. But there's reason for optimism in Madden 21 because everyone gets a clean slate. It's a new game. You can pick it up. You're in the league now from the start. You're in the league from the start. If you joined halfway through, there's no excuses. Nothing but reasons to come out like a freaking cannonball, and dominate the SML. We've seen NYT join, turn it on halfway through the cycle. That could be you starting in season 1. So there's reason for hope for a lot of these guys. If you didn't meet your goals, look around and it can be done.
Yes. So guys, never forget there is a bottom. But there are some guys like Blunt Burner start at the beginning of this cycle. He was freaking fantastic in the beginning of the cycle. You can do it. We can do it.
Yes.
It's just gotta play Madden football, baby.
So there you go, guys. That was SML Total Access. That was our Madden 20 finale. The finale of Madden 20. What a cycle it's been. The GOAT again has the most Super Bowl wins. It's like a broken record. Some way, somehow, they keep lining them up, and I keep knocking them down like bowling pins. Who can stop me? I don't know if anybody can, baby. That's the 16-time champion. Primetime 000, guys. Thanks for listening, and you guys take it easy.